Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Welcome to the webinar Leveraging Acura's Video to Drive Sales. My name is Judah Music. I am in Denver, Colorado. I'm the president of a web and mobile development company called Master of Code. Master of Code is based in Eastern Europe, and we employ about 110 web and mobile developers. I'm also the co-founder of a design agency called User 10, which is down in Scottsdale, Arizona. User 10 designs software products and apps, and Master of Code builds them. And based on conversations with a lot of our customers and just kind of experiences with video and marketing over the past couple years, we've developed a product called Tagible, which I will demo at the end of this webinar. What are we going to cover today? First of all, we're going to cover why video marketing is so important for the future of your dealership sales success. Then we're going to talk about how to tap into thousands of high-quality marketing videos that can be used in your process of sales. How to easily get those videos to have your own branding and contact information included. How to instantly add thousands of these videos to your website, keep them up to date automatically. How to dramatically improve your lead capture rates using video. How to use video on your site to improve your SEO. So to start with, why is video marketing so important, specifically when trying to sell new or used Acuras? Well, before buying a new car, the average American spends 15 hours doing research online. A lot of times this 15 hours is spent before they even walk onto your lot. So where do you suppose that they're going to do that research? Well, it's pretty simple. Where do you go when you want to research something? We go to Google and we type in a web search for 2014 Acura MDX, or you name it. And what happens next? Well, you get a Google search results back, and typically what you're going to see first, or at least in the top 5, is videos, and more, specifically is YouTube videos. The reason for that is Google owns YouTube, and they like serving the most relevant, engaging content, which happens to be video. And so YouTube videos show up in those searches. So why is YouTube so powerful? Well, just based on the sheer amount of content. YouTube users upload 100 hours of video every single minute. That's 16.42 years of video every single day being added to YouTube. And a lot of that video is about your products, about the specific cars that you sell on your lot. The MDX, the RDX, the ILX, the TSX, you name it. A lot of that content, it was built by multiple different sources, which we'll look at here in a second. But these videos are developed specifically to help you sell your products. Where's all this video coming from? Why is there so much content? Well, to start with, you've got third-party video or content creators. And there's tons of them. These are places like Cars.com, Edmunds, Kelley Blue Book, Consumer Reports, New York Times, Car and Driver Magazine, you name it. The list goes on and on and on. And these are content creators that are creating videos about your cars, specifically just to have content to sell their magazine or whatever it may be. The cool thing about it is all of those videos get posted to YouTube, and they're available to use if they fit into your sales process. The next tier of video that is easily to be found online is from the manufacturer. So, doesn't matter your manufacturer, Honda, Ford, Jeep, Acura. There's not an automobile manufacturer in the world that's not creating video and uploading it to YouTube. Then you've got, if your dealership is part of an ownership group, Typically, there's a marketing department, and they're creating videos and content for you guys, whether it's commercials or meet the team or whatever it may be. Below that, you've got your actual dealership. Lots of dealerships are getting into creating videos. Again, client testimonials, meet the team, how-tos, FAQs, new and used car, product videos, you name it. My video, I'm speaking from the perspective of a sales rep. A lot of sales reps are doing their own videos and uploading them to YouTube so that they can, do a walk around of the car that your prospect's interested in. You can do an intro video introducing yourself and thanking them for coming in. And even below that, there's clients out there that are buying cars and creating videos about them. So just by looking at this as it relates to your sales process, there is easily a couple thousand videos for the lineup of cars that you're trying to sell. All of these videos are free to use in your sales process. If they're on YouTube and they're made available to the public, they're not private, which means you wouldn't see them. YouTube's terms of service says we can use them. But you don't necessarily want to just send your prospects to YouTube, right? Just because the video lives on the internet, on YouTube, doesn't mean it's a good idea to just send them there. And here's a couple of reasons why. One, they'll get distracted. YouTube's business model is very specific. It's to generate advertising revenues. So the more they can distract the viewers into additional videos, the more ads can be served, the more revenue can be made. That's why it's laid out the way it is with sidebars of other people's videos right next to yours. It's in hopes of distracting you into somebody else's content. When you get distracted, you tend to get lost. You may start by, send a prospect that MDX video, and they get distracted by something else that looks somewhat similar. But before you know it, they're watching Johnny Bit My Finger or the latest crazy cat video, and you really don't know if that's going to happen or when it's going to happen. But before you know it, they're lost watching American Idol. They'll see your competitors. Now, this is not the end of the world, but YouTube's advertising is pretty good at serving competitors' ads right next to your video, and that's never ideal, if you will. They'll see random ads. Obviously, it's the entire platform's ad supported, which we're not against ads, but there could be more ads than you are comfortable with. And then for you lose your branding. Okay, so just because it's an Acura video, it's surrounded by YouTube's brand and other people's brands. So you really lose control of your brand. You lose your contact information. There's no clear way to get a hold of you if they are motivated to schedule a test drive on that car, which brings us to calls to action. You don't have any clear calls to action in YouTube. They do have an annotation feature. If you own the video, you can create kind of calls to action within a video. However, even then, it's fairly restricted on how you can use it. Bottom line is that you lose control. So what's the alternative to sending a link to YouTube for this video? And here all the time, can't I just embed these on my website? Doesn't that solve the problem? And yeah, you can, and yes, it does. It's a much better solution. In fact, the reason we created this product I'm going to show you, Tagible, is because we were trying to embed so many videos on client websites. The problem with it is it's very time intensive from a manpower perspective, and it takes quite a bit of know-how to get them in there correctly. But some other things pop up. How do I collect all of those videos? We already listed the different sources on how many places they can come from. How do I organize those into something that makes sense and keep track of it and keep it current? How do I track all those videos? If I was to collect them all, how do I keep track of what I've got where? How do I organize them on my website in a way that actually makes sense to my prospects, besides just the linear playlist? And how do I also organize them that will drive a prospect to a purchase decision? How do I keep them up to date? Videos some are timeless, but videos can go stale and become out of date very quickly if we're not careful. How do I make sure they don't break my site? If I don't own that video, or even if I do, and I turn it to private, or the owner of the video deletes it from YouTube, it doesn't remove the embed code. Therefore, the video doesn't get removed from your site. It simply breaks, meaning you'll get a notice that that video is now private with a bunch of fuzzies in the background, which does not look good, but you would not believe how many broken embedded YouTube videos I have found on car dealership websites, and it's embarrassing for the person who put it there, but that's just what it is. How do you add calls to action? We talked a little bit about YouTube annotations, but if you don't own the video, that's not an option. Even when you do own the video, it's very limited what you can actually do with it. Plus, it's on the video, it's not on the page, and ideally the call to action would be a button or an image or a link on the actual page next to the video, not inside of it. How do I get them to work on mobile? This will go over the heads of most people trying to embed a YouTube video on a site. And finally, how do I share them via social media or email? Just because I embedded a site on a page to get my branding and calls to action on it, then how do I share that page on Facebook and make it look good? So that's why we built Tagible. Basically, we think it is the easiest way to do three things really well: collect, organize, and share branded marketing videos for the purpose of driving sales, which is the whole point of this talk. It was for the purpose of taking a prospect and turning them into a customer. So with that, I'm going to just jump into the technology and show you guys a quick demo on how we solve those problems using Tagible. So the three pillars of Tagible, like I just mentioned, are to collect, organize, and then share branded marketing videos. So I'm going to start at Acura. If you remember, there was different pillars of video sources that drop down from third parties to the manufacturer to a group to the dealer to the sales rep to the client. Where I'm starting is at the manufacturer. So this is a taggable page just for Acura. This is the world of Acura videos being collected and organized underneath this hosted site. So the way it works is I can add any video that I can find online on either YouTube or Vimeo to this site. It's the same for all of our sites. And in this case, we accept single videos, video playlists, or entire channels. And we keep track of that under this page that we call video sources. So just to kind of show you under the hood of what's being imported into this community is Acura, which is Acura's official YouTube channel, and then a bunch of different playlists that were created for third-party reviews, and then we also imported the official Acura of Canada YouTube channel. These get synced to this account, so anytime Acura adds a new video to their YouTube channel, it'll automatically show up into the site. If more third-party reviews on the Acura MDX are added to the playlist that we created on YouTube, it's going to get brought in here. We can also refresh these channels manually if we want. These were added by just simply providing the direct URL to those channels or playlists. Once they're added, all the video shows up in this page that we call My Video. And it's loading here. You'll see these folders, which we'll talk about, and then all this content. We can view the content either in a list format or a grid format. We can search the content. Just searching for MDX. These are all MDX videos. We can sort it, newest to oldest, oldest to newest, A to Z, Z to A. And then we've got some filtering options. We can filter by source. So the source is the YouTube channel that it belongs to, the owner of this video. So if I just want to see cars.com videos, I just click the cars.com source. If I want to see just Motor Week videos, there they go. Now these are, I still got this search field in for MDX, so I'm just seeing Motor Week MDX videos. If I delete that MDX search parameter now, here's only Motor Week videos. Kill that filter, and now I'm back to all of them. I can also search by tags. So we tag videos, hence the name Tagible. And so if I want to see just driver impressions, I can filter by that tag. We also allow you to see newly imported videos, any videos that you own if this was your site, and featured. Now featured videos, let's just talk about that real quick. Every Tagible page comes with a home page. And this is what it looks like. There's 3 sections to it. We've got featured videos. We've got, which is just single videos here that we put in this big playlist. We keep track of the most popular channels. And then we have what we call featured channels. So let's show you what a channel looks like. So now I'm in the all vehicles or all video vehicles MDX channel. And this first playlist here is all of the videos on the MDX that we have in this community. There's a lot of them. And then below that we've got sub channels for different types of video. I'll show you how we create these. But these are all the MDX commercials, for example. And I can click into any one of these videos, and now I'm in another channel, which is really the MDX commercials channel. And so now I'm just looking at the MDX commercials.
Man is a determined creature.
I can scroll through them.
No matter the circumstances.
I can share this channel from here. Say I want to share this on Facebook. What it's going to share is the MDX commercials channel. However, all of our videos have their own dedicated real estate on a full page view. So here's the full page view of this specific commercial, the 2014 MDX Stronger, Lighter, Faster. Title and description, of course. If I share this now, I'm going to share this exact video. There it is, title and description. And then I've got breadcrumbs to, if I want to navigate back to the MDX channel, I can. If I want to navigate even further back to vehicles. And then under vehicles, what we're going to see is all of the models that we have content for built out. So when I scroll down, you'll see here's MDX, RDX, ZDX, ILX, RLX. So I can click in to this channel, and here's the RLX channel. And, you know, if I just want to see a specific feature of the RLX, you know, I now have available all the feature videos for that car. So a pretty intuitive way to just navigate a fairly large, there's a couple thousand videos in this library, and it's a fairly intuitive way to navigate through them. So if I go back to the My Video page, I'll show you a couple of things on how we created these channels. First of all, that featured slider on the home page, you can simply feature videos by clicking the star button. It says this video has been featured, and if I go back to the home page now, I'll see this video on that home page slider. There it is. Most popular is created dynamically, so that's not something you directly control. And the channels are created by this simple folder system. So under vehicles, we've got all the models, and it's all drag and drop. So if I want to move this TLX video at the New York Auto Show, I'm going to come to the TLX folder. There's no events video, and this was at an event, so I'm actually going to create a new folder. I can right click, create new, call it events. Now I've got a sub-channel being created under the TLX just for events, and so I'm going to drag this video into that channel. There it is. So now under this TLX channel, I can right click and view it on the front end to see what it looks like. And here it is, we're in Vehicles TLX. And this first playlist is newest to oldest, and so there's the video that we just added. And if I scroll down, here's the events folder, hence subchannel that we just created. So you can create as many channels and subchannels as you want to your heart's content. And on the front end, it'll just, the user will be able to drill down. Now if you want to hide a specific folder, you can. You just right click on it and click the hide button. It turns it gray. And now that events folder will not show up on the front end, even though it's still there. To feature a channel on the home page, you simply right click and then click feature. It's going to ask you to choose a thumbnail. Choose this, submit. And now that TLX channel that I just created is featured right here. So at this point, that's the basic core functionality of what Tagible allows you to do. It allows you to collect all this video out there very easily, organize it into channels, and then share it on Facebook, Twitter, and email. The next step is we set up a separate account for your dealership. And this is an example I'm going to show you of a client of ours, courtesy Acura. And if I go to their video section, you're going to notice something different. The third way to add more video to your site quickly is to import what we call branded video. So what you'll notice here is there's two main folders. One for all their videos, and under here you're going to see Meet the Team, and testimonials and FAQs and stuff like that. So these are Got a couple hundred testimonials in here. That's all courtesy Acura's videos. But there's this new folder that we didn't see before called brands, and under brands we've got Acura. We can import, and we did, with a click of a button, all of the video that we organized for Acura as a brand gets imported into the client's site, in this case courtesy Acura. So now these folders are exactly the same as what we saw over at Acura. Even to the fact where I just created that events folder, you saw me do that live, and there's one video in it. So this video is now available, and we can feature that on the home page. So really, really quick and easy to collect thousands of videos into this and organize them into intuitive channels the way we want to see them. The next step is, since we don't want to send people to another app, Tagible, necessarily, is that we embed it on the client's website, or your website in this case. So now we're at the client's website, courtesyacura4u.com, and one of the questions was, how do we get thousands of videos easily up on our website? Well, this is how. We embed it, and everything that you create, your featured channels, featured videos, the structure of all of this will get pulled into your website. And you're seeing that right here. And so it's a single embed code. It's no different than embedding one of those YouTube videos on your page. No more work. And yet, here's that video that we've already got on our website that you just watched me click that live. Now it's live on this client's site. These testimonial channels, they're live, meaning if I go add one more testimonial to this channel from the back end, guess where it's going to show up? It's going to show up right here next in line. So all you got to do to get new video on your site is to drag it over into the right folder. Again, all the functionality works. I can click into this full video of Kevin buying a used vehicle from Leo. And if I want to share this now on Facebook, now I'm sharing Kevin's video that automatically got added to my website. Guess what? Now I'm sharing it back to my site. I'm not sharing it to YouTube or Tagible or anything. I'm sharing it back to my site. All of these videos were added automatically. In fact, if Courtesy Acura had none of their own videos, they still were able to import all the Acura videos, and the RDX channel that our team created for them shows up. And you can share these the same exact way. If I want to share this review, I just click through to it. And here it is. It's instantly on my site. Thumbnail and all. So, and we go a couple steps further where we add the URL structure and all of that. So this is how we can collect, organize, and share lots of video onto your website pretty much instantly. Now, besides this home page that you see here, we can embed any channel specifically. Two different formats. We can embed the entire channel on a page. So what you see here would be a channel. We could embed this entire thing.
Hello, everyone.
On a product page, we can also embed just the player. And you can see our player comes with these little arrows. The arrows scroll through a playlist of video behind the scenes. And so you can embed an entire channel just with a player. And so this becomes a really easy way to get a bunch of content onto your site quickly. Now, we mentioned SEO a little bit in the things that we were going to talk about. Two more things I want to cover, and then we can wrap up. If you own videos, like this video is owned by Courtesy Acura, we can actually index this video onto your website. And what we do is we create a URL for it. We index the title of the video as the title tag. We index the description of the video as the description. And now you've got a page with video content on your site. Now we only do that with your own content because if you try doing it with other people's content, say Acura's, and multiple people try doing the same thing, then you've got a problem with duplicate content. As far as lead capture goes, there's two things that Tagible helps with. One, it's embedded onto your site, so naturally you've got calls to action happening up here. You know, here's my address and phone number, call me. You can also add your own custom calls to action per channel. You can have your own buttons, images, or links where you can set up custom things about certain cars. You know, schedule your MDX test drive today, as an example. And we're also building in lead capture, where you could say, enter your email to get this featured content. If you had premium content or featured content that you want to put behind a firewall, if you will, you could ask for an email address in order to receive that. And lastly, all of this is being developed to be extremely mobile optimized. So the vision from a marketing standpoint, and then we'll wrap up here, is customer walks onto your lot either in person or you get a lead online for a 2014 Acura MDX with a technology package. And the vision from a marketing standpoint is that we train all of our sales people to quickly know exactly where that channel lives on their mobile device, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone, and to be able to share the specific channel with a prospect in real time that comes across as a mobile optimized app on the client's iPhone, iPad, or desktop. And all of that video, no matter what you share, looks good, and more importantly, it's in a controlled environment underneath your brand. If you notice, there's no ads running or popping up here. I'm not seeing my competitors. It's a controlled, nice looking experience, and it's the easiest way by far to get a lot of marketing videos onto your website. So that is it. I will wrap it up and we can take some questions. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now, so thank you very much.